The surprising ways that virtual reality is impacting our lives. Virtual reality, VR, has come a long way in the last few decades since it was first introduced to the public, but it's only recently that it's starting to make its way into our everyday lives and become an important part of the digital landscape. Before we know it, this technology will be integrated in everything from everyday video games to transportation, education, communication, and even healthcare. If you need some proof that VR is transforming our world, here are just 5 surprising ways that VR is already impacting our daily lives, and will continue to do so for years to come. A whole new way to shop. The way we shop today is drastically different than it was just 5 years ago. And with all of these advancements, there's no telling what our shopping experience will look like in another 5 years. Amazon's virtual reality, VR, shopping app, for example, offers a mind-boggling experience that allows users to browse and shop for products in fully realized 3D environments. In fact, VR technology has already begun to transform how consumers interact with brands, and it's only expected to get better from here. In fact, one study predicts that by 2030 nearly half of American households will be using VR technology on a regular basis. What does this mean for marketers? It means they need to start thinking about how their brand can take advantage of such technologies as soon as possible. A whole new way to learn. In classrooms, VR is being used as a tool for teachers to take students on virtual field trips around the world or help them learn about everything from historical landmarks to foreign languages. Students aren't just watching and listening, they are able to look around, interact with their environment, and even feel like they are in another place or time. It's also being used by medical professionals who can use it to train doctors in complex surgeries that require hands-on practice. And, of course, there are plenty of other applications that haven't been discovered yet. A whole new way to entertain. While, at first, virtual reality was thought of as a medium for gaming, it's come to be so much more. Thanks to experiences like Oculus Story Studios' Henry and VRSE's Waves of Grace, we now have new ways to experience storytelling. Movies will never be quite the same, for better or worse. In addition, real estate agents are using VR to help potential buyers get a feel for their dream home before they ever set foot in it. And doctors are even prescribing virtual reality therapy sessions to patients suffering from PTSD and other conditions that make them anxious about their surroundings. It's not just gamers anymore, people from all walks of life can benefit from exploring what is possible with today's technology. How VR impacts relationships. The latest innovation in technology may be changing people's interactions in ways we don't see coming. When you think about virtual reality, you may picture something sci-fi and futuristic. If you haven't tried out a VR device yet, then it might seem that way to you. But despite its futuristic image, virtual reality has been transforming our everyday lives for some time now. In fact, if you have ever used an app on your smartphone or watched a movie in 3D, then you have already experienced virtual reality. While there are many uses of VR today, from gaming to travel, there is one area where it is having an impact that many people aren't aware of: relationships. How? Well, let us tell you more. How VR can make you more productive in everyday tasks. VR is going to influence our lives in many different ways, some of which you might not even realize. One of those, surprisingly, is how it can help us get more done. Just think about all of your daily tasks, chores and errands. They are probably pretty boring and dull. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just put on a pair of goggles and avoid these tasks? Thanks to VR, that's now possible. Here are 5 everyday activities that will become easier once virtual reality becomes mainstream. 1. Grocery shopping. Forget standing in line at checkout counters. Simply pick out what you need, drop it into your virtual cart and check out without ever leaving home. There are already plenty of grocery shopping apps available for smartphones that let you virtually browse through aisles, choose products and pay for them right there on your phone.